Yeah, it'll work. Go ahead.
2, 3, 4. Look at the wind is blowing up the road, shining like a northern star, acting like the answer to all my pain. But baby, I know who you really are. So don't you knock at my door, I won't be home anymore. You can find me out walking in the sun. The way you hide it so well, it isn't easy to tell. I know a heartache when I see one. There was a time I was a true believer. Yours was the only way. You can save all your sweet talking for
Someone else.
Cause only a fool would believe what you So don't you knock on my door, I won't be home anymore. You can find me out walking in the sun. The way you hide it so well,
It isn't easy to tell. I know a heartache when I see one. You're the best, Holly.
Yeah, remember the last verse now.
That's enough, I think. Right?
No, I have to have the
Okay,
last
how's the last
verse,
one?
the pinnacle
Do you want me
of
to
it.
look up the...
Oh shit, yeah.
Okay, hold on. I wonder if
Hey,
I...
you can hold it. Just put it on pause and I'll look it up.
Okay. Okay, resume.
Time is a teacher, oh, it's taught me well. Loser is the one who cries. When you're crying like a baby and you're hurt like hell, I know the devil by the look in his eyes. So
Oh my God.
don't you knock on my door, I won't be home anymore. You can find me out walking in the sun. The way you hide it so well, it isn't easy to tell. I know
No a heartache when I see one.
So don't you knock on my door, I won't be home anymore. You can find me out walking in the sun. Where you hide it so well, it's easy to tell. I know a heartache when I see one. Oh baby, I know a heartache when I see one. I know a heartache when I
See one. Oh my God. I know, so good. So I have a question for you.
Somebody else.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad. I think it was good, maybe. Was it bad?
Are you sure?
Who cares? So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
First, but when they're like, I know the devil by the look in his eye, that actually resonates with you, doesn't it? Because when you sing it, you're like, I know the
That is
devil.
him. That is him. That is the epitome of him.
Do you want to say what happened on here? do you wanna wait?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
go ahead.
So, I know the devil by the look in his eye is about when he goes from I wear this ring and I wear it proudly, and me knowing that he's talking about the girl he's fucking, and he thinks I'm fucking someone else, right? And he's like, I wear this ring and I wear it proudly. And I'm looking at him, and really I see the total opposite of what he's saying. So the words mean nothing.
Right,
But at the time, I don't know it.
right,
Because I'm so in love, I'm blinded by the words.
right.
And it's a hook. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
You're trying to get me again.
are you really doing
But what
this?
happened that
And
you...
I don't believe it.
But why did you
Well,
leave?
what happened
Why
is
did you leave, Anthony?
He wasn't home. Well, why did I leave him? He
Mm.
got arrested. And I finally realized after 24 years that I finally got that what he said and what he showed me were extremely different things. And he would tell me all the time how much he loved me and I was his only family.
What
I was the only person that believed in him, and I was the only person that always backed him, and I was
Right.
the only person that was always there for him.
But what was the thing that he did that showed you that that was not the case, by the way?
Well, a lot of things, but
I want to hear the real thing that you've told me.
The
He almost killed you, right?
That wasn't even it. It was
That wasn't even it?
It wasn't even it.
It wasn't when he dragged you to
that
the
was
woods
it.
and almost killed you?
That was it.
Okay.
However, there was months between.
There was a build-up?
What happened is he did that.
Yes.
And to save my life by saying, baby, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to hurt you. No one's going to turn you
If
in.
you don't kill me, I will make
It's
sure you
okay.
live too, that you won't
I
get
didn't
hurt.
even say that. I couldn't even say that. If I used the words kill me,
He would
would
have.
take that as a threat.
Okay.
So the actual saving my life, the moment of saving my life was me just conceding to baby, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I had to put on my full actress mode.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it was true
Well, and also part of that was what you've been doing all along, right?
for 24 years.
Yeah.
And I had to, and in a sense, I do love him that much. Or I did.
Mm-hmm.
I can finally say I don't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point in time, I still wanted to believe that he did
Mm-hmm.
love me and that he had just done so many extreme actions that he didn't believe he could get out of it, so he had to kill me. And even at that, I was willing to give up my life at that point even. But in order to save my life, I switched it up and went, baby, no one's going to hurt you.
Because you thought if you could coddle him out of it, you might
loved
live.
him enough to say.
And yourself, I
convince him.
think, too, right?
I convinced him enough, and I did love him enough. I could say, baby, I love you. No one's going to hurt you. I'm not going to turn you in.
You
And
think
I
it was
did not.
Okay, this is interesting to me because do you think that that was about him or about you living?
Both.
Okay.
It was both.
So when you say you put on your actor role, you think that like it was more about like if I say the right thing I can live, but it was also still loving him and trying to protect him even when he
Absolutely.
was about to kill you?
Absolutely.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
That's a really hard place to be in because that's what keeps the women hooked.
Mm-hmm.
That's why 24 years of the abuse, even though it was intermittent, and even though he could say things to me that would get me to believe that he really did love me, in spite of what I was seeing, he could convince me
Sure.
that I was the one. He did enough things minimally to get me to believe that I was the only one in his life. I was the solid foundation.
And you would be safe on some, right? Like you would be safe in some respects.
Ultimately, we would be together. We were the only couple. We
Yeah.
were the only ones. We were Adam and Eve of the universe.
Oh, Lordy. So your idea of safety was really different than it.
Was not safe.
Yeah.
And so at that moment in time, I did put on a show, but in a way, it was actually the truth.
So
Does
interesting.
that make sense?
It does make sense. But what's really interesting about it is like the first time you told me that story, you told it to me in the way that like I only said what I needed to say to survive.
But
And now that we've
that's-
gotten to know each other a little
Right.
better, I feel like you're letting me in a little bit more because you're saying
after
it was
almost
that.
24 years, I did want to believe that.
Like it was because I wanted to survive, but it was also because I wanted to help him.
Exactly.
That's crazy, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
And that was almost 24 years after I met him.
Oh, Maynard.
And years of having my eye blackened and my cheek broken
Mm-hmm.
and my, leg
And you have like
broken.
so that's a permanent bruise right there
That's
from your
this
cheek
one right
broken.
here, yes.
And that was a different time.
Yeah.
No, than the
That
time we're
was,
talking about.
That was being punched on February 16th of 2016.
Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry. This is 16.
No, this is 16.
2014.
And we're in 16 right now. Everyone who's watching this, if you do watch this, you should know that
Sorry.
we've been drinking for a
We've
little
been
bit.
drinking wine.
Oh.
Okay, so that was
All right.
2016, 15.
15, yeah. That was the last time. And then he got arrested.
No, that wasn't the last time.
That wasn't. Oh, the last time was in the woods.
No. I could have gotten away. And on May 1st, I went to Bonanza, Oregon, because he had convinced my family and my friends that he was going to give me a place that no one could take away from me because he had already got me kicked out of his mom's.
Jesus.
3 years prior to that. And
Right.
we were going to go find property and live happily ever after, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were on a desert mountain, Bly Mountain. If you look on it... on
Bly
the map,
Mountain.
If you look at
Yeah.
it on the map, you'll know there's no one within miles, and everyone that shoots a gun is always target shooting. No one comes to save you. And he was
Oh,
shooting.
so they shoot a gun. They're like,
Oh,
well,
fuck.
surely they're shooting at a target
And
somewhere.
He had
Father
a
and son, no
rifle.
doubt.
He had a rifle with a scope.
Right.
Had a rifle with a laser. Hit a shotgun.
Lord.
Hit a Glock, and he had a 22.
Ah,
I didn't even know
God,
he
you were
had that
so
many.
unsafe.
Right?
You were so unsafe.
I was so unsafe.
Do you want to sing the song about him? The first one about the first one you did tonight?
Is he new? Oh, the man I love?
Mm-hmm.
That's about him.
I think that might be a good song to. I mean, I think we can do several interviews for your story.
I have like 5 others since then.
Yeah,
Um,
but
I
that
have
one
I have a
might really wrap up this particular interview with
Yeah.
with what you wrote about him and how you felt about him, so that people can maybe understand why you might stay in something and why you might not see your path
Well,
out.
my biggest thing that I want to, the biggest message I want to get to the universe, not just
Definitely.
women, not just people that have been through it, not just people that you're even touched by it, like my children, is the people that don't know anything about it. Is that things are not always as appear to be, as they appear to be. That people can say anything. I'm a millionaire. I'm a successful businessman. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm the man you always dreamed of but never found. He's done that. I found on Craigslist ads that he did. And the truth is, it's not anything about what they say. It's
That's right.
what they show.
Well, and there was a lot of intellectual sort of psychological manipulation
Absolutely.
before any of the physical
And
abuse happened, right?
And the other thing is, it's not just women that seek out, and never actually is it women that seek out men like him. Those men seek out women like me.
Right. I hear you.
Generous, kind. All the things you told me that were
Although-
traits about me.
That you have many traits like that. Although I think it's important to say, too, that no one is safe from that.
No.
You know? Because I think that, like, recently someone who was running for office here in
Yes.
Portland, running for, what was his name? What was it? I can't think of his name right
Well,
now. I'll have to
let's
put
just
it.
talk about the-
He said that, like, educated women don't get sexually assaulted, or like,
Well, let's just
and none
talk
of that
about
is
the
true.
President-elect.
Let's not talk about him. Let's not talk about him.
No.
Okay, you can say a little bit about it.
There. Let's go
All right.
there. I can't imagine ever telling my granddaughter or my sister or my mother if she was alive, an aunt, anyone, any female on the planet, that this man 11 years ago, that is now our president-elect, said, I even grabbed them by the pussy. And it's okay because I'm a star, so they let me do anything.
Right.
Actually can become our president of our nation. I will never say to those people that they should consider calling him Mr. President.
No, he's not my
In the
president.
same way, and I even said this when he was elected.
Well, he didn't even win. I mean, he didn't win the popular.
Okay,
He just
but
he
when
won
he
the
was elected, I
archaic
even
electoral.
say- I said to my friends and my
Right.
family, this reminds me of my abuser. He could manipulate people
Yes,
by
and you
words.
weren't the only one who was reminded of their abuser, because women were traumatized all over the country and the
Only
world.
$4 billion. So it just goes to show you that if you have enough money, you can be anything.
Well, and how safe do you feel in a country where a man who brags of sexually assaulting women?
Not at all. I don't care if it was 11 years
That's
ago
right.
or 11,000
I don't
years
care.
ago.
Yeah.
The fact that any woman voted for him on this planet,
And a lot of them did.
or any person I know may have voted
Right.
for him, it
No.
defiles.
They got boonswoggled.
It was.
Is that a
it was-
word?
I will never-
Hornswoggled, I mean.
Just
Yeah.
quite honestly, I will never call him Mr. President.
No, of
because
course you won't.
He is Mr. Slimeball with $1
Nah.
million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're the best. That's Holly Hammerly, ladies and gents. She's going to play us out with the song she wrote about the man she was talking about. What's it called again? I love it so much.
Which one?
The first one that you wrote about your life together,
The Man
where
I
you're
Love.
like watching movies, The Man I Loved. Yes, this is called The Man I Love by Holly Hammerly. Go for it, lady. You can do it. She's like, my voice is out because I've been yammering at you all night, but she can do it.
Okay, I can't even. Okay, where's my keys? been so long since I have seen the man I loved. He left me standing by myself. You know it was a decision that did not involve reality. As time went on and he became worse to me. Where'd he go? The man I loved. How'd I guess this would spiral fast straight downhill? It would be the last of our love. He said that he was always good at this one thing. He promised me that he would set boundaries. It became so very clear that wasn't so. As I became the girl he always left alone. Summer days, they drift away. Summer nights, I could not fight. I believed what he had said to me. Candles hello, some burn down slow, some are bright, shine through the night, some go fast, they do not last like our love. Now everybody's saying we can't get along. Do you know how hard I worked at being strong? I was always searching for the man I loved. I thought someday that he'd be back and we'd move on to a light that burns so bright. Children's laughter at bars in the light, glistening snow and soft moonlight, melodies sounding through the night, watching movies with our kids, popping corn while forest fizz, mowing grass and washing cars. It's not much, but it was ours, and now it's gone. No more song, music's gone. I must be strong. Our last chance in passed me along. Along, pass me along, pass me along, pass me along,
Pass me on the wall. God.
Now I'm
God. That was so good. Pass me along. That fucking kills me. So good. I'm glad the guy didn't yell at us again. Say goodnight. Say goodnight, Gracie.